Hello everyone, it's Mint. It's been a while once again. We finally got over all kinds of technical issues and computer problems. We're back. The computer is faster now. It has more RAM. Um, but we're here. We're doing the thing. I pretty sure I have completely forgotten what we were doing in Concatenation because it's been too long. But we're gonna try and get back into it. Uh, no, yeah, I've completely forgotten everything I was doing. Where's my... Oh, where did the rest of my tree go? That's concerning. Ooh, I wonder if my game broke because it's from so long ago. I don't know. Oh, no. It's just divided into subsections now. Okay. I did not know the preface had its own submenu now. That's kind of neat. Okay, that's not broken, so that's reassuring. Okay, I really don't remember what we were... Well, no, I sort of remember what we were doing, but I didn't know how any of the stuff I was doing works, so... Anywho, I'm mostly just trying to... I remember this breaking at some point. I don't know how exactly that happened. And we just gotta put something there to fix it. Doesn't really matter what. We'll worry about the aesthetics later. It's kind of my mantra, thinking about it. Okay, so if I understand this thing correctly, we can gather these clusters. And then this thing only generates so many, and then we have to like mix it with some of the crystals to upgrade it again so it'll make more. I think that's how it works. I'm still not completely sure. Being from the sound of it the only person in the world who doesn't know how applied energistics works, I just gotta kind of fumble through this and hope it works out. Okay, so presumably we're going to need some of those to reapply to the crystal to upgrade it. So we want to try and make sure we don't use all of them. But we do have a good amount now. Oh, I'm you. You would not believe how many things I accidentally set back up wrong after upgrading my computer. I tried to get stream going. Well, I mean, not right at time, but quite a bit earlier than this. And what was the first thing? The mic wasn't working. And then I sat and fought with why the mic wasn't working. And then I fixed the mic, but broke the webcam. And then I fixed the webcam, but the webcam being broken broke VTube Studio. So I had to fix that. I think everything's back now. Well, I mean, assuming you could hear me, because I don't know at this point. Everything's been slightly scuffed even before I hit start stream. Okay, I remember we had our little expansion we added onto the base. Mitame! How goes? I finally upgraded the computer. It should not choke to death as easily when I'm playing anymore. Oh yeah, the stuff is forever. That's just how it is. Okay, so we're slowly working on trying to figure out where we're supposed to go from where I made it to, but it's now been long enough that I've forgotten almost everything that I did and how we did it. So we're picking back up where we left off, but it also kind of feels like starting over. Uh, for a lot of the stuff, honestly, it didn't necessarily feel significantly different. On the other hand, Minecraft seems very happy about having the extra memory to play with. Like, look at this. We're like looking around. There's no massive jittering or like FPS drops or anything like that. No lag spikes. I could like walk and look around. It did take forever to load back in, but once we actually got here and assets started loading, like it took a bit, but now it seems real smooth. At least comparatively. I mean, I'm sure other people have, much better FPS with stronger computers and all that, but it's a huge improvement from where we were. So now I can focus on the actual problem I was having of trying to figure out how to play any of these mods. Oh, yeah, I was talking earlier about all the stuff that I broke trying to get this up and running. The other thing that was funny is I upgraded to the almost most recent version, and then as I was getting ready to stream, saw that you guys had finished the most recent update, so I had to go back and update it again. But between the RAM upgrades and the stuff you guys did on the back end, it feels real nice. But yeah, I should be on the like newest version. So, all right, now it's just a matter of actually like playing and maybe even progressing. Who knows? Oh wow, that's substantial. Yeah, I looked at my system specs uh when the game was running earlier, and yeah, the amount of RAM used looked like it went down quite a bit. But also, it was nice seeing that that was like maybe 30% memory usage now instead of almost 100%. You know, thinking about it is kind of, well, it's better readability wise that you guys are up above me, but I do keep looking down and to the left because the other display I'm using is there. So to look at chat, I have to look that way. I don't think it would work if I if I looked up at chat. Oh yeah, I saw there's oh wow. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. I was thrown off earlier, I think it was right before you hopped in, because I didn't realize you had moved the preface to a whole separate section, and then it just brought me to the preface, and I thought that the uh, book had broken. So like I saw this, and I was like, "Where's the rest of the skill tree?" But it just keeps expanding and getting better. So okay, so in addition to the AE2 and quarry related stuff, we've got whole other pathways we can get into, which I haven't had a chance to look at yet because this is actually just my first time starting back up since I did the RAM upgrades. So tons of new stuff, and I don't know how to do any of it, but that's part of the fun. Okay, so we've got a new. Wait, is that the error? Hmm. Okay, so the prudence pathway delves into into research of the anomalous properties that can be researched both by technology and magic alike. Interesting. Inheriting various traditions from the witches of the temperance pathway, they are stuck to fabricating various gadgets that became the envy of their peers with their findings. Core of the pathway is the research tablet. Right, that just sort of showed up in my inventory the last time I was here, and I was very confused. It is the only way to attain the recipes and knowledge for some objects. Oh, neat. Okay, so we have the proper, like, bridge between Hierophant and Temperance now. Ooh, that might not be good. I think this is the most recent one, but there might have been like another upgrade or update. I'm not sure. Okay, so glowing gold as always. Resonite from strange matter, which means getting into perdition. Oh, or experience orbs and meteorite chunks. I do feel like I was getting kind of the runaround as far as the perdition stuff. I mean, I was already having computer problems at the time, but uh, a lot of the perdition stuff looked like you needed stuff from the dimension to be able to get there, which was kind of confusing. Um, but yeah, experience orbs and meteorites, that's very doable, I think. Wait, do we have access to Shrike yet? Oh, right. Basically, anybody can get to it. Gonna need an Echo Shard, which is gonna be a bit of work, but that's just regular old vanilla struggles rather than mod confusion. I don't know if we've explored quite enough to know how to get or know where the deep dark is on this map, but that's easy enough to fix. I remember struggling to get to the deep dark at some point, but I think that was on a different world. Okay, so we can't do that right this second, but okay, yeah, so we got entry in Resonite. Yes, this is like a whole other thing. And getting into all the technology stuff for strange matter, which I haven't had a chance to mess with yet. Oh, looks like quite a bit of stuff changed regarding death also. Hey, that looks familiar. So the death card, ink, red dye, a heat source item, a spirit, and some paper. So this already seems pretty neat. Oh, and then it upgrades into the Stalker Ward. Oh, okay. So it's a limited durability item that you hold in your hand, and then you could upgrade it into a more permanent charm to put in the curio slot. Okay. Hmm. Interesting lore bit there. So doesn't this sort of imply that the Nightmare Stalker has been more prevalent since it wasn't nighttime all the time? I guess it would be kind of a nightmare scenario if you were dealing with Nightmare Stalker spawns regularly when it's always nighttime. But I feel like everybody should be really happy now because we have an option to protect yourself from getting jumped by the Nightmare Stalker. Ooh, wonder if we'll get some lore about that. I don't know how much Born in Chaos like lore related stuff we're doing, but who knows? Maybe the maybe some of the spookier Born in Chaos guys are connected to the dimension stuff that we've encountered. I don't know. Well, that might be tricky because they showed up before that. And then, oh yeah, the summoning scrolls, I think were over in Temperance previously. But yeah, zombies and skeletons being up here makes sense. I like that death is becoming like a legitimate, like sub pathway that people can get into. Because I remember before it was just kind of we had the tree and it was just sort of this is where the Born in Chaos stuff is. Oh, neat. So if you finish out the Nightmare Stalker set, you get the Twilight Cloak, which gives you more darkness related benefits. Oh yeah, and then and then you can combine that with the Stalker Ward and then not get snuck up on. So then you can be the one sneaking around in the dark and then not have to worry about getting snuck up on yourself. Okay, so that's a lot of fun. Transmuting Easter cake. Hmm. Wait. Wait, hold on a second. I'm confused. Oh, right. They did mention that was really expensive. Yes. Stop running from the Nightmare Stalker. Become the Nightmare Stalker. I think the lore on the Nightmare Stalker, like, equipment was actually implying something like that in the first place. Like, there was, like, some type of cult, like, obsessed with it, which is why the gear exists. Alright, so that's really neat. I get a quest for the Chaos Spirit. That's neat. Got a Pumpkinhead quest, Life Stealer. The missionary. That's really neat. I like seeing the extra integration and everything. Okay, so Prudence looks neat, but we're gonna need some extra effort to put in to get there. Because making the Resonite ingots is going to be a bit tricky. But then I was trying to figure out how to get to the Limbo dimension anyway. Actually, hey, wait, yeah, tell me if you're still here, like, from a earlier progression perspective, like, what should I do to try to get to Limbo? I like that. I thought that was a neat touch. Like the quest book has a bunch of extra entries and stuff, and like notes that were taken and added from other people and stuff. Get the purgatory through the prudence pathway. Can I not get to it through Hierophant? Because I thought it was like the original thing. The quest is a sword to open the rift. Oh, that's what we have going on here, I guess. Most common ways to enter purgatory lay in the Halcyon sword and the Planeswalker potion. And I know the Planeswalker potion is pretty deep into temperance, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah, so you need a fully operational cauldron and selenite, which I've never seen, but people say it exists, I guess. But yeah, is there not a way to get there from Hierophant? Or I guess I just have to go into Prudence from there. Oh, but it doesn't require the card. Silver, resonite nuggets, resonite ingots, but I would need a spatial shard. How do I get a spatial shard? From a spatial shard crystal, or from loot. I guess I need to open up the tablet if I'm going to figure that out. Journey, or sorry, anomaly scientist? I don't know if that means I would need a structure to talk to him, or if I can put down a job block and turn somebody else into that. Well, we have a book, so let's see what we can find. Oh boy. Here we go again. Alright, anomaly shards? Do we need to look at the research machine first? 6 pages. Okay, hold on. Research machine is a gateway to unlocking new technologies and understanding the strange anomalies that appear throughout the world. By studying anomalies and completing research, you can gain access to powerful tools, advanced machines, and exotic materials that defy normal physics. This research will teach you the fundamentals of using the research system and guide you through your journey into anomaly study. Okay, the field scanner is your primary tool for detecting and analyzing anomalies, but we need a shard to be able to make it. Okay, so I guess we have to have some other way we can get them. To use the anomaly scanner, hold it, and right-click will get an anomaly. The scanner will analyze it and automatically add research points to your tablet. Convenient. Different types of anomalies provide different amounts and types of research points based on their nature and power level. Oh, and we would need quite a bit of advanced stuff if we wanted to make another research tablet. Ooh, I don't know if I did. But I feel like I was having issues with that one. I don't remember. I don't know. Everything that's happened in the past like month or so was just a blur at this point. Okay, maybe we skim through this a bit because we're gonna have to come back to this later. Okay, we've got a whole machine we can build out of the new materials later. Research mini games, that's always fun. Like, I hope I saved the other VOD, but I don't remember. But things were getting very unstable the last time I played. I know I had one VOD that was basically split in half. Okay. Let's just look at the anomaly shards thing. Oh, they just show up as an ore? They form beneath active anomalies like crystalline tears in reality itself. My research has revealed that anomaly shards form through a process I call reality crystallization. When anomalies remain active in an area, their energy seeps into the rock below, slowly crystallizing into pure anomaly matter. It's like watching reality itself crystallize. Okay, so they each have their own effects. To harvest these precious specimens, locate active anomalies. That part feels like it could be tricky. Dig down beneath the anomaly site. Look for crystallized deposits in the rock. Mine carefully. I'm a little worried about that last part. Yeah, okay, so we'd need to find a shard to be able to make a scanner. And we need a scanner to find more anomalies. There seems to be a lot of kind of vicious cycle energy surrounding the purgatory stuff. Okay, so I guess we need to go on an adventure into, like, unexplored chunks, because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to be able to find anything. But with all the caving we did, I had to figure out where I haven't actually been. Food's not great. Inventory's got a bunch of crap in it. I think I was dumping most of my ore and stuff in here. Okay, we've got an extra sword. We could use some more leather armor. If not iron armor. Not sure how we're doing on materials for that. Make at least wait. No, we're one short. There's no monster hide in there either. We might have to improvise. I'm so short on, like, ore because all the equipment and machinery stuff just uses up all of it. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the other trick with Hierophant. Like, you have so many machines and stuff that you need to make that, like, I don't know, I don't think I can make armor out of a lot of this other stuff. Like, I've got tons of copper, but, like, next to no iron because everything we build is based out of iron. And I don't think we can do much with tinkers at this point because I'm not in that tree or that path. Can we? Maybe we can. I don't know. I'm honestly still really inexperienced with Tinker's Construct at this point also. Mm. Oh, it actually is connected. Okay. Mm. Did I make a book for Tinkers? Because I'm not sure if I can do the basic equipment stuff. Because if I can do that, then I feel like I can make some more equipment pretty easily. If nothing else, at least get, like, some sort of metal armor that way. But I don't know enough about Tinkers to just do that from memory, so... Oh, it's pretty easy. We've got a couple of those... Yeah, the patterns floating around. Where would I have put books? I have no idea. the the ice armor. Now I think about. Oh yeah, that if you have the stuff, I guess it doesn't actually require the Arcana, does it? Yeah, it just takes enough ice shards. There's still some progression issues there. I guess if you picked up enough water shards, you just throw them in water and get it that way. We've got 3. Could squish together these to make a couple more. By a couple, I mean 1. So we have 4 powerful ice shards, which is not enough to make any equipment. But it is kind of neat to know that's an option. Oh, there we go, a book. Okay. Let's pivot over to learning basic Tinker's Construct, I guess. got three books in my action bar now. Okay. So not a big patterns. Make a part, grab blank stencil, put it in the stencil slot. Okay, but why was there no armor in there? Melee harvest. No, where's the stuff on armor? Just gonna keep going. Upgrades. Defense modifiers. Why is there nothing about armor? Maybe I just don't know how Tinkers works. I know you can make weapons and armor, but... But I also don't know how. Part Builder, Tinker Station, Anvil, which is, I think, a little more advanced. Cast chest for storing casts. We're not up to metallurgy, and I don't think we'll be allowed to be. That is tables for every conceivable material type. Where's the parts to make armor? What? Wait, hold on, what? Accepts pattern. Chest plated. I don't understand. I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Wait, what? Oh gosh, I'm probably stupid. That's okay, I'm not gonna let that stop me. Alright. So in theory... There we go. Okay. I don't want to magically obtain the super broken dev weapon. Okay, so we need mail and a plating. Okay, so we have a plating, so next we need mail. But also, I should probably make this out of something sturdier than stone. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing, so it's probably fine. Oops. No, no. Where'd it go? Oh, that's not a valid material for that, is it? Okay. Whatever, good enough. Okay, so then theoretically I can take that over here, and then... No? Why can't it? Oh, used to be cast. Oh. That's confusing. Hmm. That basically means I can't do it then. Wait, the other ones are okay, just not the stone one? Hmm. Okay, what if I... What do we have? I don't know what material would be good to use. Got plenty of copper. Let's try and make copper. Okay. Uh... Okay, chest plating. Not a valid choice. Despite it being right there? Oh, I probably need to make it with a mold, don't I? So, yeah, metallurgy again. I don't think you can build a smeltery without the Arcana. Okay, so yeah, I think that goes back to what I was saying before of not being able to use tinkers to make armor. Hmm. I think we really have any other options. Thinking about it. What is Hierophant supposed to do regarding, like, armor and... Well, I mean, I guess there's some extra weapon options, but... I guess they're just kind of stuck with vanilla equipment for a bit, huh? Until they move into the fancier stuff. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think we have any other options right now. Ah! That'll work. Oop, not that. So, yeah, I need better gear, but I don't really have any, so... Could use that. So we'll just kind of work with what we got. There we go. Forgot how that toggle works. Okay, so it's not good gear, but we have some armor. We have something resembling a weapon. Since that's already about to break, I should probably make another sword. We are not well prepared, but I'm also not very far into progression, so I feel like it's kind of whatever. The machinery keeps eating all my materials, so... Alright, now I've got a question. What happened to my... Oh, wait, no, there it is. Okay, sleeping bag. Some food. I've got a little bit more we can make use of. I'm probably not going to be gone for months, so it should be fine. Don't know what I'm doing with that. I don't think we can do anything with it directly yet. I don't know. Just toss it somewhere. Would like to tech up to getting that storage system running, but not at that point yet. But yeah, all the materials from mining went straight into making the machines, which have not given me any actual equipment to work with yet, so... it's probably fine. Okay, what if I do this? Will this let me... Oh, it does. More or less. Okay. So, it looks like, as far as exploring under the world, we've gone mostly east to west. Yes, so in theory, if we head down to, like, the southeast, we could potentially get into some areas that we haven't seen before. Do we have stuff to make more arrows? I really should move that crank. Wait a second. Is that even... The gearbox isn't even really necessary aside from just the aesthetic part of it. I would not put it past me to find a better place to live and then just, like, create a Via Romana road from there to here. And then just start moving all of my stuff. Hello, random bone caller. I'm glad my friends haven't forgotten me. Too many of these guys. Jeez. That was unpleasant. Okay. We're heading off on adventure. Yeah, I know it's not. Yeah, I get it to be nighttime. That's fine. We got our sleeping bag. We got some snacks. It should be okay. I think this was some create machinery that I started stealing stuff from. And I didn't take the metal girder. And there's a sinkhole. Of course there's a sinkhole. Wait, what are abductors again? Are those the guys in the Nether Fortress? I can't remember if those were like the obelisk guys or not. Oh! Oh, no, you meant like abductors like the Bloodborne guys. Okay, that's terrifying. I'm sad I missed that, though. Okay, so I remember we found a wildland den, which is very neat, but also not very helpful. Sir? Are we cool? Alright. Why is he heading this way? Are you serious? You traitor. I trusted you. You guys saw that. Everyone here saw that. I asked him to his face if he was cool, and he, like, nodded his head and hissed at me. And then I walked, like, 15 feet, went to go to sleep, and then he tried to jump me. Pillagers? Okay, well, we know where they stand. At the same time, I don't know if we necessarily need to mess with them. Not really here to fight. Oops. That jump worked out way better in my head. Okay, so The sky stone we found is over there. I don't remember if we went and explored that cave, but we're not looking for underground resources yet. I don't think. We're searching for... I'm actually not sure what we're searching for now that I think about it. Anomalous items, entities, anomalous locations. I don't know how this stuff works. Oh! Got a hole in the ground. I swear this would never happen if I were playing Magician. Look at this. That's like grounds to rebuild your whole base. 3 of these guys right next to each other? 2 air sources and a fire source in the freezing snow. Alright, sure. Have I been to that tower? I do not know if I've been to that tower. I guess we should take a look, because there might be some helpful materials inside. I heard water, but... Oh, yeah, okay, we've been here. That was some of the Born in Chaos towers. Okay, so we've been quite a ways that way. So actually, maybe from here, maybe we start going to the east? Like east, southeast, over this way someplace? Since I'm assuming we're going to need to get well into the new chunks if we want to find an anomaly, because they, I don't think, can generate retroactively. Most things don't. Oh, I just saw that when you posted. That's ridiculous. Is that all blue up? No, no, it's packed ice. Hmm. Oh, that is blue ice. I don't think I have a silk touch tool. Nope. So I found a different biome, but it's just more snow. Could definitely use some of that blue ice later, though. Oh, crap. Oh! Well, we've got some friends. And they've also warned me there's powder snow in the area. Again. Because of course there is. Oh, jeez! Right, those guys have really good armor and weapons and whatnot. Man, I hate structure zombies. And my door's broken. I'm surprised somebody hasn't made a mod. Maybe it's not possible, I don't know, but I am surprised somebody hasn't made a mod specifically to counteract the weird stuff that Minecraft does when it's unhappy about something, like doors splitting in half. Or maybe they have and I just haven't seen it, I don't know. Still feel spoiled every time I think it, but I'm just like, man, I really miss parkour right now. I'm pretty sure vanilla Minecraft will do that if circumstances are, well, whatever it is that causes that. I'm pretty sure I remember it happening before we started modding, too. Oh, that's a Wildin. I don't think we wanted to fight a Wildin normally, much less without any armor. Oh, it's a pit. It's a pit. Wait, that's water? Whatever, good enough. Okay. I was a little curious about where exactly we are. I see you guys down there. But yeah, I think this is just like a... I think this would be like a river, but everything is snow, so it's like frozen over. Oh, hey! Howdy, neighbor. Would not have expected to see you in such a cold area. I mean, I guess it's still technically a river, but I don't remember if we have sugarcane at home or not. I wish I had some snacks for Crab Buddy. Not be a bad idea to grab some extra snacks. Foraging's always a good idea when you're out and about. I knew I was going to stick myself at some point during that. But yeah, the structure zombies are, like, usually better equipped than I am. Looks like next goal is to get back to our stuff before the sun goes all the way down. And not get punched in the face by that guy. And not fall in the powder snow. That's starting to sound like a lot of asks. Mm. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna die. Gonna die. Gonna die. Why does that do so much damage? Why did they give them axes? Wait, what? I was... I think it's mostly just the baby zombie that's the problem. Okay. I'm sure we're enough days into this that we probably need to be cautious that no nighttime predators decide to show up and find me. Appears to be some type of structure over here. A very badly damaged structure from the looks of it. Is it damaged by the ravage of the time? No, it looks like it was ravaged by terrain generation. That structure makes me think it's part of a mine shaft? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, here we go. Honestly, that's big. This is a big deal. That's potentially a ton more resources. In a situation where we are desperately low on those. My bucket is empty. You keep telling me to do stuff like that. You know what? If I can find some water, I'll humor you on that. Oh man, it's on. All right. Let's do this. Intrusive thoughts versus PC load speed. Let's go. I need to... Oop, not that. What is that? That's what I want. Re-equip my lantern so I can see what I'm doing. Unequip that. I am not experienced in doing MLG clutches, so this should be entertaining. Let's go! Oh my gosh, it's fast. Oh! There was water down here already. Oh. Oh, that's amazing. So ridiculously lucky. I was not expecting to come down that fast, though. Oh my gosh. But I took on the bet and I'm still here, so I can be irresponsible and or courageous. It's real hard to... Lanterns? Wow. This place is like weirdly well lit. It's just like difficult to navigate. Can't see. There's so much stuff in the way. Next level somewhere. Wait, no. No. There. This crap out of my way. I can't see. This place is a mess. Who's in charge of maintenance around here? I don't think I knew that glow squids actually had a unique sound they made. Okay. Chest. Ooh. How is my bag so filled with random junk? Rope would definitely be useful down here. I do not have any bundles on this one. And I don't remember if I snuck that mod in here. Doesn't look like it. I might go and sneak that in here again. Oh, I already got the bottom. I don't know if we need the rope right this second. I don't like whatever happened with these, but I'll figure that out someday. Whatever. A lot of this stuff does... Actually, no. Those are raw materials. I should hold on to those. This other random stuff, though, does not need to be here right now. Why do we have a door? I don't know if we can make use of a Drink Me token or not. If I'm heading into Magician, it's not going to be for a very, very long time, so... Okay, so there's no side passages here, because I guess we're just exploring this now that we threw ourselves down here. We're already down here, so we may as well. Also, kind of want to start getting rid of some of the stuff that's just sneaking into my inventory again. Okay, wonder how easy it's going to be to just miss one of those side passages. It's like, is there one built into a solid wall of clay somehow? I don't know. That is water. The water level is, like, weirdly higher right there. That's just weird. I thought it was dark, but it's actually just, like, slightly flooded. More stuff. Ooh, here's a pathway that we need to go down. Okay. Make sure nothing's planning on jumping out of this right away. Cooking pot! That's big, honestly. I don't know if we can make use of arcane essence or not. Black seeds, I don't know. Really wish I had a bundle. Yeah, let's just go ahead and check out the side path. It's fine, probably. I don't know what's going on down that way, but we'll look at that later. Inner crystals. And it goes nowhere. Hooray. One side passage down. Only ore that I saw right off the bat was inert crystals, which we can't use for anything as far as I know. Alright, the drip leaf is getting on my nerves too. So much just random junk showing up everywhere. Isn't there usually a chest in one of these? Or like a ladder? Or... I guess they don't always have it. Ooh, Orberry bush. I heard spawning. Not sure where. Realized that there's like an exposed water block there that's going to make a mess in a second. What do we got? Sure. Oh, that's the string fell on the drip leaf. Okay. Excuse you? What is happening? Stop this. Okay, I did get the tan Orberry bush. Okay, that looks like all of that. Okay. I don't know how that got all the way over here. We're in a cave, but I feel like I'm in a dense jungle. Like, hack my way through the underbrush. Okay, no, really though, like, I don't know, I guess most of that stuff is actually legitimate, but still, too much stuff. Too much stuff, not enough bundle. What exactly is, like, the logic here? Is it just... I guess it's just a really cramped space. I mean, I guess it works. You can navigate it. Osmium. Oh yeah, yeah. I was looking around for the lower area in that little side mine shaft. So much stuff. Ah, come on, that was clever. Fine, don't let me have fun. Guess that's the end of that. Yeah, okay. Alright, there's that side passage down. Down, down, down. More seeds. I forgot that's not a normal floor. So many of these stupid things. Get out of the way. Wait. Did I just put that on the wrong wall and now I'm going backwards? I think I did. It's already real easy to get turned around in places like this. Oh no, I just have absolutely no sense of direction. Alright. I guess that's kind of the end of that. There was that, like, descent that, like, wasn't really part of the mine shaft that we could poke into. Not really mine shaft, it's just lush cavern at that point. Yeah, okay. Nope. Just the inventory and the... Too much stuff. Just too much stuff. I like this. That's support for the mine shaft. Okay, here we go. Are you the one who's been making all that noise this whole time? Got lots of interesting materials around here, none of which are... Ooh! The fact that those guys don't have knockback is still off-putting. Well then. All right. I don't think I knew that. Not only do I not know that, I also don't know if I know how to use it. Wait, how do I use the trash can? Oh, oh, it's not part of the regular UI. Interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, so I just put stuff in here, and then it just disappears the next time I... Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, did not know that. Why is there still the... Okay, that does make life easier. Thank you. Ooh, there's iron. Can we maybe make some modifications there? That's still weird. What if I like... There we go. Literally any little bit of... Darn it. Any little bit of iron that we can get our hands on. Yeah, we have all these other metal types and everything, but for the most part, we can't really do anything useful with them yet. The dimensional shard? I forget. Wait, what? Oh, fluorite, not selenite. Okay. I don't know why that's what I was thinking it was. Don't know what fluorite's used for either. Alright, we got some mobs showing up down there. Rather rapidly from the sound of it. Oh, that's a lot. That's not like a couple mobs. And we only have, like, yeah, one arrow. I was afraid of that. Oh, yeah. In theory, I could make steel armor if I have any iron to make steel out of. I don't think I found a iron or berry bush yet either. Okay, I don't really have an easy answer for the situation down there. Also, the terrain here is really uneven, and that kind of makes me nervous. What do we got? I would like a slightly easier way to get out of here. Wasn't quite the right place to put that. There we go. Sure, that works. It's not fancy, but it doesn't need to be. At least gives me, like, some assistance in trying to get back up, because we may well have to go up and down a lot if we're gonna deal with whatever nonsense is happening down there. Kind of wish we had more range. Ow! Kind of wish we had more ranged options, is what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted. Got nickel, we've got lead. I genuinely have no idea if I have use for any of these things yet. They're more likely to be useful here than on my magician playthrough, at least. Spore Blossom, which I don't think we use for anything in this pack? I don't know. Trying to figure out if we want to go down that way. Honestly, I'm kind of iffy. Like, yeah, there's more stuff down there, but like, Well, if nothing else, we know this is here. Honestly, yeah, I think I might just try and head back. Assuming I can even remember how to do that. It should mostly be marked. Grabbed that redstone earlier. Ow! I suppose I deserve that for digging straight up. There's more iron there. Honestly, yeah, I think if we have this marked, we can come back whenever we like. Let's not do that. That's one of those hilarious mistakes that doesn't really need to be made. Let's dig down through the block I'm standing on. That always ends well. Ah, see? Right there. That's where it would have happened. We're not doing that. let's get out of here, because this is fun and all, but we're supposed to be searching for anomalies. I think. Probably. Ooh, side passage. Is that silver? Nope. The other tin. Don't know what sulfur's for. I guess I could say gunpowder, but... Yeah, ranged combat is definitely the advantage when you're playing Magician. I think everybody else is pretty much just stuck with bows and crossbows until you get to, is it Timeless and Classics? I can't remember now. Oh, whichever. Gun mod. Alright, so this is something to explore more later on. I don't know. Maybe this is just me coming from still more used to vanilla than a lot of the people playing, but like I see all these ores, and then the fact that like at this point in the game I can't make any armor using any of it makes me wonder just like why have all this stuff? Like, yeah, there's machines and everything, but it just feels weird to have all this material that you have to like get to a certain point before you can have a use for. Still getting turned around. Oh boy. This doesn't look familiar. Well, guess we're off on another adventure without really meaning to. I get a different material though. Yeah, I don't think we need to be at the point where literally everything needs its own armor, but then again, I kind of think we're just at a point where there's probably just too much, or too many different types of ore anyway. Lead and tin and osmium and silver and uranium, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I know most of them have specific uses, but there's a lot of them. Especially if you happen to be at a point where you can't use one or more of them. Even a more berry bush. Sure. Always good. Why would you do that? Why would you just rocket that off into space? Why? Okay, I think what that actually, that's the second time I've seen that happen. I think the ore berries are slightly buggy, and if you right-click them to gather the berries, it also attempts to, like, use whatever you have in your offhand, because I've placed torches while trying to do that now. I just placed cobblestone. Okay, so haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure we have tons of aluminum at this point, or aluminum ore berries. So what happens if I break it with the berries still in it? Do we get both? Looks like we do. Please stop sending my items off to Narnia. Okay, I still am pretty sure I'm getting distracted and this isn't where we're supposed to be. Visibility in here is such a mess. I don't know if I'm coming or going. Where the heck are we? Is this connected to any place we've been previously? That is a solid maybe. Tells me I'm going the wrong way, I think. Torch there means we need to go this way. Okay, there. I think we're good now. I mean, yeah, I could, but that's not my style. I only use like commands or things like that if something's like genuinely broken or not behaving the way it's supposed to. Yeah, we need this stuff. All right, let's get out of here. Supposed to be anomaly hunting. Definitely good to get our hands on some more resources, though. Did the ladder spawn without any holes in it? Guess we're about to find out. Also, just remembered that I didn't place anything to make getting to the other side of the ladder easier, so gonna have a slight issue when we get to the top. Let's just do this way. Okay. I could just kind of use some of this stuff, I guess. Okay, that works. Where the heck am I? Okay, we're back outside. I died less times than I was expecting to in the mines. It's a lot of ice. I missed that move up matching items thing, because I don't think we have that. This whole playthrough has just been my Arctic expedition. That's the only climate that we get, apparently. Every time in the distance I see greenery, I start to get excited by the idea that it might be something else, and then I see that there's snow on top of it. That's scary. I think it's mostly water, but yeah, something spooky could spawn over there. There's so many of those evil fish under us. yeah, that sounds about right. It'd be a volcano, and it would also still be inexplicably surrounded by snow, except for the volcano biome. Sir? Are you just here to rub it in that all I can find is ice and snow? Is that what's happening right now? Rude. Kinda wish I had something to throw. Well, he's not very fast, so I'll just kind of ignore him. Another source. Next to an archwood tree. This is just classic desire sensor stuff. I have no use for this stuff, so clearly it's going to spawn everywhere. Starbuncle. Is that just like a... Oh, yeah, I think that's just a biome shift that happened. Alright. No idea where I am or where I'm going, but... it doesn't necessarily matter. We're exploring. I was about to say the destination doesn't matter, it's all about the journey, but that's kind of the opposite of what we have going on here. We need to find specific things. There's a wolf. There's some new create machinery we're going to steal. Oh, hi, doggy. I'm taking that water wheel. This one too. I will end up with a like completely functional create setup without the ability to actually craft any of the restricted materials. You know, I probably should grab the dog, but then I'm just worried he's gonna... We've already got my bad pathfinding to worry about. Do we need the dogs also? Nope. Told you I'm bad at that. Alright, so there's a bunch of this stuff that I don't know if we're gonna need. We do have a couple of bones. Alright, can we turn these into regular bones? I forget. Nope, turn to bone meal. Okay, so there's, what, 2 chances to get the dog? Well, I guess at that point it's a question for RNG. RNG for whether the dog is tamed, and RNG for where the heck the dog went. There he is. Are you destined to become a larger part of the stream? Apparently so. Got it with 1. Wow. Alright, buddy. Well, I'm going to say this right now. I'm leaving you behind if you can't keep up. We don't have domestication innovation installed, so... Decorative barrels. I don't know if we need a compass for anything. I think Ah, it's happening again. I don't know if I understand the situation with the Thermal Series food. Like, it adds a ton of food, but it doesn't seem to add anything to do with any of it. It's just sort of there. I think we steal the fluid network. Why not? We'll certainly have use for mechanical pumps. I don't necessarily know what yet, but just a generally useful thing. Plus, I'm pretty sure that piping doesn't really go anywhere. Yep, just sticks into the wall. Oh, it got real dark. Oh, yeah, you hadn't figured out that I'm totally a hoarder in this game? Absolutely am. It's not really intentional, but... To be fair, I probably wouldn't be doing this with the create stuff on, like, if this wasn't this mod pack, because I think the only reason I'm hoarding it here is because I know that I can't craft a lot of the create stuff. And I don't know which stuff offhand I can or can't create, but I just know that some stuff in create is restricted, so may as well snag stuff when I can. But yeah, that is part of why I was excited about the idea of potentially getting access to the AE2 storage system, because I have way too much stuff. Just way too much. It's all just snow, just everywhere. Forever. Cows? I absolutely do not have a way to transport them back home. Is that another fire source? Wow. Should probably have used my butcher or my knife for that. Does involve a lot more chasing them around. Whatever, good enough. It looks like I'm headed out toward the ocean again. I don't think I've seen anything that looks particularly anomalous. Mostly just snow. Ice and snow. I'm starting to think that this world seed was just genuinely cursed. Or someone's absolute fantasy playground for people that like snowy biomes. Is that a different mineshaft? Alright, I was just up there. And then... What? like a fake entrance to a mine shaft. That's weird. Also occurs to me there's probably some other machinery bits up in the upper part of that, but I don't feel like figuring that out. I mean, yeah, we established my entire PC is cursed. I still blame Kriv. But on that note, we're here, we're playing the game, it's not chugging constantly, so compared to how things were before, I'll call that a win. I'm having problems that are actual issues in the game and not just, like, being locked out of being able to play the game at all. Considering the way things were before, I'll gladly take way too much snow over not being able to play. Is that a Starbuncle? Yep. Do we give him a gold nugget? I mean, we got one. Do I have any use for a Starbuncle token? Where'd he go? There you are. I gave you a treat. Where'd it go? Definitely doing a better job collecting resources for Magician than Hierophant. Sorry, went completely still and silent there. Oh. Well, that certainly looks anomalous. Yeah, I haven't messed with the Magician stuff since you updated everything. Okay, yeah, see, but, because of the mod pack I play with my friends, we'd been dealing with snow and ice and snow and ice and snow. On that note, I play with ice and fire, so I saw that random pitch of black stone all along the ground there and immediately froze thinking there was a dragon. I do need to see if it's a volcano. I'm gonna laugh so hard if it's a tiny volcano biome surrounded by snow, like I said. The heck? Oh, ow, ow, why is it killing me? Does it just hurt me just to be near it? I don't know if I'm prepared for that. Ow. It's killing the dog. I don't know how to interact with it, and it's killing us. Alright, clearly you stay here. RF producing anomaly. So it's literally generating electrical energy right here and now. Is that a slime island? Yep. It's ash and snow. The biome has not changed, though. Windswept hills? Don't look like a windswept hill to me. This is a volcano. Wow. That's nuts. Yeah, so we're definitely marking that down on the map, but currently I have no idea what to do with it, because currently it just tries to electrocute me. But yeah, no, I think, me personally, I think it's fair to say this is pretty clearly a volcano in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by ice and snow. Yeah, called it. One area that's not... The heck? What is that about? Is the anomaly, like, changing the blocks around it? Or is that supposed to be like that? Clearly I need to go and get injured more to discover what's going on. Anomalous grass. Okay, it does have its own material that's being generated there. Also, ouch. Ooh, that's cool. That being said, I don't have any particular way to, like, shield myself from the effects of that thing right now. But I'm supposed to search underneath it for the crystal shards. I don't know how much material I need between that thing and myself to protect myself from its effects. Also, this appears to be all gravel, which is unfortunate for me. Yeah, digging here's gonna suck. What do we have? Can I whip up a shovel? Maybe two. We're setting up a field operation out here. May as well dig from, like, over here, I guess. Don't necessarily want to have water, though. Not sure if we have a choice in the matter. What if we dig down into that a little bit sooner? Not that soon. Okay, now we're under the gravel. Trying to figure out the easiest way to do this would be... I don't know. It doesn't really show up on the map. If I get that close, then it starts zapping me. I guess we just kind of eyeball it. There-ish. I don't feel like fine-tuning that. Whatever, I don't care that much. Ah, this doesn't save me. Well, that is going to make this tricky. I don't know if that matters or not. Yeah, I'm somehow not surprised I found the anomaly that beats me up for existing. That sounds like my luck. Ow. 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 Cool. No luck with any materials so far. Yeah, can I like make a hat with a capacitor on it or something to like absorb some of that? Mm, okay, no sign of any materials so far. And no. Yeah. I feel like a tinfoil hat would make it worse, but like, I don't know. Rubber suit, helmet with a battery installed. I don't know, something. But like, how deep down do I need to go to find this material? Like, should I be looking closer to the surface? Do I need to dig down even further? Broke my armor. The fact that it's in the water on top of everything else is just, that's great. Right under the anomaly itself. Okay. All right, so digging a tunnel in more ways than one does nothing. I cooked all my gear. Well, between that and the zombies earlier. Okay, so yeah, now we have a different problem. The fact that it's underwater is going to make this even harder. And if I wasn't being electrified repeatedly, I could just slowly empty that out or just casually dig while I'm like halfway in the water, but this is rough. Is this really how I end up doing this? It's kind of depressing. Ow! Even then, it doesn't really help because that part under there isn't frozen. Okay, see, so we were talking about this before. Um, that kind of makes me want to look in there to see if it's even possible for me to achieve this. Oh, don't have permission for that. Yeah, it's rough, I know. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. Well, as far as this particular anomaly, anyway, the only real options we have are stick my face in there and hope that I find something useful, or just completely bail and go someplace else. Wow, the snow just completely covered up everything. I'm not seeing much. Although I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, so. That's just regular old dirt. Oh, do I need special tools to gather it? Does the research tablet have any information on this? Oops. I don't see any actual information in here about the anomalies themselves. Okay. So presumably it's an energy anomaly? I'm assuming that an energy storm is the situation I'm dealing with over there. Yeah, okay. Um, so if I'm not mistaken, that was basically the book telling me that they're not going to tell me anything. I'm running out of food and healing items. Okay, we have a ton of options there. So it's marked on the map, so I guess we come back later. Can't do a whole lot else. That's some sort of shielding. It's too dangerous to sit under that and look around for things. I guess for now, we continue on. I honestly figured we weren't going to find anything. But finding the only type of anomaly that can beat me in a fight because I can't interact with it properly, that checks out. Hmm. Right. Yeah, looks like we're headed even further out toward the ocean. What is that? Now, has the game decided we're in the nether now because of this? Whoops. It's mostly mud and silt. Okay. See, and normally I'd be super fine with that. I'd be like, okay, cool, it just spawns mobs everywhere, I'll beat them up. But yeah, I'm kind of unequipped for, or under-equipped for that. On a different playthrough, I'd be excited about that, honestly. Here we have another magician thing. More and more magician things. Wow, a rune. I don't have an element holder, so I can't really do anything with that. I'll just steal the element charge for now. Just kind of continue wandering in no particular direction, just toddling around aimlessly, trying to see if we can find stuff. And strictly speaking, we did discover an anomaly. It just is being difficult and hates me. That honestly is a little weird, but that looks like it's also just headed back into Lush Caves stuff again. I don't really feel like dealing with that. I still can't believe I found exactly what I was saying. I found a volcano surrounded by snow. Source berries. Sure is magician out here. The pigs. Yeah, I don't want to do underground stuff right now. I don't want to do underground stuff, and I don't really want to do frozen ocean stuff, but I'm not sure if that second one is avoidable. Think that might be a clue. Yeah, yeah, this would be like a perfect seed for one of the other ones. So many, yeah, so many magician resources. Alright, what's the story over here? Oh, that's not the same one. You know what? We have some information. Let's see if I can at least figure out what to expect. Okay, I'm assuming gravity? Looking at that? Distorts gravitational fields, causes floating objects, and anti-gravity zones. Since I'm assuming that's what's going on over there. Now, you post up here. And I'm gonna make camp so that it's not Nightmare Stalker season when I get over there. I'm just finding all the edge cases, aren't I? Oh, oh, being levitated. But, yeah, no, I can't harvest that without it turning back without, I guess, a soak touch tool. Ow! I would not have thought the effects would stretch down this far. Dimensional shards. Hey, Resonite! I'm drowning. Okay. Plot twist. We found something. Oops. What did I just do? Okay, I don't really have a... Oh, wait, no, I do. I was gonna say I don't have a solution for this. Of course I do. This is Minecraft. There's all kinds of stupid solutions to problems like this. Case in point. Just like that, I've got a spot to work with. We've got a light source. I'm really glad that I was able to get a little tiny bit of iron. It'll definitely make things better. I have some trapdoors here too while I'm at it. It's waterlogged now though. Actually, it's fine. That should stop the water from getting into what I'm doing. We got resonite. And dimensional shard ore. So we managed to get some resonite. I feel like we still need to get one of those shards, but... Making my life difficult. Stop this. Right, gravel. Okay, looks like we found the one single piece of resonite. Oh, do I have to, like, AFK near this thing for those to show up? Do I have to just, like, decide to live here? Also makes me wonder if I should just, like, start filling this back in with, like, dirt. I don't know if it can even do whatever it's going to do to cobblestone. Like, it affects a relatively small area. That being said, it looks like maybe there's some more over that way? Or there could be some more over that way? lead. Oh, there's more. There's more. It was like buried inside the lead node or lead vein. Really should not be using the steel pickaxe for this. I don't think I have another stone pickaxe handy though. Yes. 5 raw resonite. Hold on, brain working. Ah, there we go. Okay, so quest complete. And 1 raw resonite turns into 1 resonite ingot. And then 4 resonite, because we can't get the spatial shard because the game hates us so far. But 4 resonite ingots and our Hierophant card, along with a whole bunch of glowing gold that I don't know how we're going to get, means that in theory at least we can get the tarot card. I'm not certain if that's helpful or not, but do it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh wait, no, he's back there. Oh, easy there. Yeah, no, I got nothing. Well, strictly speaking, we did find anomalies. We did get some resonite. No luck with an anomaly shard, although apparently that's going to be easier said than done. Yeah, close enough. We found 2, and neither of them were helpful. Alright, thanks for stopping by, my Timmy. I appreciate it. Also, the advice was super helpful, because, man, I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, in theory, from here, I could go on and, oh, that's a Sky Slime Island. I keep getting confused. What do we got left for food? Not a ton. Oh, we got the pork chops. And also a single golden carrot, which I think I might actually use. Could definitely use the extra saturation. Also, I always hoard those, so kind of a neat time for once to actually use one of those. So I discovered 2 different anomalies and can't make use of either of them because of the circumstances. Which I think pretty much just goes back to everything is ice and snow and it sucks. We just kind of discovered a new way that it sucks. I was going to say something before about it being sort of bad, that I'm kind of going in a circle and kind of headed back toward places we've already been. But the area I'm in, these are still new chunks. So potentially there could be new stuff here. And also, probably not the worst thing to be heading back towards home. Sheep. That being said, would it kill the world generation to give me anything other than snow? Like, really? Absolutely no regrets about my magician playthrough that I was doing, becoming a pyromancer. Go back north this way, and it's more frozen ocean. I feel like frozen ocean's kind of the worst scenario, because at that point it's like you can't even just like run across the ice and snow. It's like sometimes you gotta stop and fall in the water. What? Ow, drowned. Great. Okay. Did not want to do that. Oh, there's a ruin down there. Interesting. Don't particularly feel like boxing with drowned for it, though. So I'm just gonna kind of keep going this way. Polar bear. Left turn. Where are we headed? I don't know. More ice and snow, though, that's for sure. just ice and snow. I want something else. I mean, as far as the short-term stuff is concerned, I actually wasn't that worried about it. But now finding out that the ice and snow is potentially screwing up the generation of the stuff that I'm out looking for, now I'm less okay with it. It's raining? Interesting. But the biome is deep frozen ocean. Why is it raining? Shouldn't it be snowing? What's that? Is that it? That is a frozen over ocean monument. Fascinating. Also, steering clear of that nonsense. Zombies with with slightly upgraded weapons are more than a match for me. I don't feel like fighting guardians. Also, I don't know if the mods we have change anything, but for the most part, it still feels kinda pointless to go into the ocean monument. What is that? Hmm. Oh, hold on. Nope, nope. Back up, back up. Okay, two things? Maybe three? That's clearly an anomaly. Uh, Other thing, where's the dog? Where did the dog end up? I can swear I just saw him a minute ago. Hmm. He is not displayed on the map. There's an anomaly in the freaking ocean monument. Cool, that's like the most dangerous thing ever. Wait, some of it extends all the way up there. Maybe I can poke at it from above? I don't know. Whatever, let's sleep before I get nightmare stalkered or something. Did I? No. No. Oh, holy crap. Gob, what is up? Thanks so much for the raid. My. How the heck are you, Gob? It's been a minute. Oh gosh, of course I have to get nauseous and the screen starts spinning as soon as everybody else comes to see what I'm doing. Uh, okay, so for a little bit of context here, thanks again so much for the raid. I'm gonna get away from that thing. I am not just playing Minecraft, but playing a mod pack, specifically called Concatenation, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of unique quest stuff going on, and I picked a path in the mod pack where I specifically have no idea how most of the stuff works. So I've been fumbling around, crashing into things, and not knowing how mechanics work. And we've just recently got some updates that have added even more newer stuff that I don't understand how it works, like this weird thing that I'm trying to discover about now that apparently makes me sick if I stand near it for too long. Oh gosh, it's even worse down here. Is that a villager? Why is the villager not drowning? Am I hallucinating? Is that what's happening? Oh, but yeah, the normal stuff in the mod pack is a good time. Like you get to choose between 4 different pathways, and the at the base, the different mods you have access to are determined by which path you pick. So since I'm more of a like medieval weapons and sorcery kind of person, I usually go for the more like magic related stuff. But for the purposes of stream, because, well, suffering is content, so I chose the high technology stuff, and I know none of the mods, and it's very confusing and funny. And then now we've got some new mods that I don't know if anybody's really messed with, because I think some of the stuff is like brand new. Now that villager is gone. Or the villager was never there in the first place, one or the other. Alright, we're going to mark down the fact that that exists, and we're going to come back here later. Yeah, I'm going to get away from the brain scrambling anomaly. Ugh. I'm playing and I'm getting a little motion sick. But yeah, I was talking with the developer of the mod pack earlier, and he was helping me out with some of the newer stuff. Because yeah, the that mod is like brand new to this whole thing. Oh, we got another. Oh no, I have no idea what that one is. Huh. Oh! That was not an anomaly thing. That's an ocean monument thing. I'm sure that that noise is normal and healthy. It just says warp gate. Okay. And it's making really ominous noises. That's fun. Not going to be very visible. There we go. It just says it's a warp gate. Well, I have mining fatigue, so I can't really do any exploring around here because, I mean, that's like an efficiency 2 pickaxe. So maybe there's some rare resources here. I don't know. Currently not going to be worth trying to figure it out. That should be an instant break. So on that note, well, we're still on stream, so clearly impulsive thoughts have to win. I want to see what happens if I go in the warp gate. I don't know how to use the warp gate. I'm guessing with what the guidebook was saying is that we have to build something to, like, harness this anomaly correctly. Which is unfortunate because it's on top of an ocean monument. So we can't really, like, do much in that area because there's an Elder Guardian or three hanging out underneath it. Uh, what? Oh, no. Uh, it literally waited till I stopped looking at the screen, and now I don't know where we are. But I do know that there's a very angry fish coming. Wow, 2 hits. Uh, where did I die? Where is my body? Hmm. I have no idea where it put me. um, those are really hard to read on there. Okay, so there's the mark for the warp gate anomaly. And as I look around and zoom out, there is no mark of a grave site anywhere near there. 4,228 blocks away from where I am right now. And the warp gate anomaly was 800 blocks away. So, huh. I don't think that's a fixable problem right now. uh, that is probably a several hour kind of problem. And I am, well, we started late, but I'm well past time. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to end it there. Wow. What a way for that to wrap up, though. Because, assuming the warp gate thing is consistent, then I guess we could go back over to that spot and then get warped that way again somehow. I still don't know how the warp gate activates. Maybe it's random. I'm assuming if we build something to control it, then we can do that way. But oh man, wait, boss is what I need for the death card. The gluttonfish? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, well, I don't know if he'll still be there when we get back, but but yeah, either way, I'm thinking I'm gonna handle that either in between streams or next time because I need to go and I should probably get something to eat. But this was a blast. I'm super glad that everything seems to be working again, so I can get back to doing this regularly. We'll figure out what I do about retrieving my stuff later, but I'm just excited that we're back. Things are working after all the fighting and struggling to get to that point. But we're here, we can do this again, and that makes me happy. So, what, it's Tuesday? Well, I'm on vacation this week, so I can do weird off schedule streams for the next few days anyway. But I don't know if that means I'll do something tomorrow or whenever like that, but definitely be here for Thursday, I think. So, we'll get back to this Thursday at the latest, at least with any luck. So, I'm going to head out. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks again, Gob, for the raid. Appreciate you guys. Thanks to anybody who stopped to hang out. Um, yeah, so I'll see you guys, I guess, Thursday. So thanks so much. Let's do this again.